Well, I think that inflation is less a risk than a resurgence of COVID. Now, look, there have been a lot of economists that have said that the reason why we have temporary inflation is because we put the economy in hibernation and then all of a sudden gave it a jolt to try to come out of that hibernation once COVID, the initial days of the pandemic, were over. So the inflation is just basically a supply chain lag. And a lot of economists that I've talked to expected that we'll catch up and end that lag probably in the next 3 to 4 months. However, the lurking danger out there is COVID. I mean, because certainly we have a portion of the population that's unvaccinated, that's resisting vaccination, and those are the southern tier of states. And they could very well prompt another resurgence of the virus, particularly if the Delta variant takes hold in those states and it becomes something that's resistant to people who've even had their vaccines. Today, Jen Psaki mentioned at the podium that there have been 2 White House staffers, at least 2 that we know of, who have had vaccinations but still tested positive for COVID. To me, that's a worrying sign, and that overshadows the economic agenda, because the reason why we got in the recession in the first place is because the virus put us there, and we had to put the economy in hibernation, so to speak. And now that we're coming out of it, the variants are on our shores. The people who don't want to get vaccinated are potentially dragging down the other people who do want to get vaccinated, and that to me is a bigger threat than inflation.